cycle sinking. Don't keep to the only things that you know. Trying new things will help you get more knowledge. That friendship, relationship, or situationship that don't benefit you. Hello, loves. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Mariam, aka Bintaran. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. And I haven't even had the time to shout out to you guys on us reaching 3,000 followers and more than 4,000 watch hours. I am super excited. So in today's video, we are going to be going all in into 25 habits that you should adapt in 2025 to become that girl. It's the new year, and I know a lot of people are having a lot of new year resolution, but then other people are like, oh, where do I need to start? What do I really need to do? Or how am I going to tackle new habits? I'm here to tell you 25 things that you need to do to elevate your whole self, from your spiritual routine to your mental routine to your body routine, physical routine, and every other thing that I could possibly think of in this 25 things. So I've already written them down in my iPad to avoid going back and forth and getting confused. And without further ado, let's hop right into the video. The first thing that I have on my list is waking up for tahajjud 3 times in a week. It's not that much, but 3 times in a week. You can try, push yourself to do it even once a week, and then adjust to twice a week, adjust to 3 times a week. You can do it. And when you start doing it, I promise you, you're definitely going to love doing it more. And all of those things, all of the things that you've been seeking that are not like working out for you, things that are not working out for you, they will start to fall back in place. It has come from the prophet. He has been doing it and it's been working. It has been working for thousands of years and it's still working. So learn to do your tahajjud. You don't need to do it every day, but try to do it 3 times in a week, 2 times, 3 times. Push yourself out. If you don't push yourself, you are not gonna do it. Try asking yourself, is this what my future self would do? Is this what my future self will be proud of? Now, the second thing that I have is after tahajjud prayer, make sure that you follow it with fajr prayer. Do not just pray your tahajjud and go back to bed and then you ended up missing fajr at the right time. So I have fajr prayer and your morning dhikr and azkar. Do not ever stop doing this. I mean, life changes. Try doing this for a week and tell me that your life doesn't change. It's not possible. And after all this dhikr and everything, make sure that you read a single page. Like open the Quran, see it word to word, like look at it word to word, and read a single page from the Quran. It doesn't really have to be that much. Read a single page every day from the Quran. It's a habit, and before you know it, your mind will be pushing you towards it. Your mind will be pushing your body. You don't even need to be like, oh, it's difficult or I cannot do it. No, your body will be pushing you through it. Now, the third thing that I have is for you to stretch, move your body, go to a walk. Since the beginning of the year, I've been trying to move my body, and I think today, as of we're doing this video, today is 11th of January, and for 8 days I have been moving my body ever since we started this year. I think I've missed maybe 3 times. I don't know, but I have been moving my body every day. And to tell you what, I haven't been lazy at all ever since I have been moving my body. I stretch, I do some cardio movement for my heart because I'm getting too chubby, so I need to stay on track, not just to look good, but for my health wise. So I move my body in the room. It doesn't even have to be anywhere. I have saved workouts and I've written down workouts that I need to do every single day for 2 months without even being overwhelmed about let me change it or what am I going to do. I'm right now focusing on my heart movement and feeling strong. So I'm much more doing like cardio. I'm not doing any strength exercises or stuff. So go out in the world, perceive fresh air, mingle with humans and be free. Your mind is definitely going to be free and you're going to be happier. Depression is going to be out of the door. So number 4 is for you to stop getting in your way. I have been doing that to myself a lot more. There are things that I know how to do. There are things that if I do them, I'm going to be excellent in them. But then sometimes I keep telling myself, oh, I don't think I can do that. So what I want you to do is to not talk down negatively on yourself. As long as that thing that you want is attainable by other people are doing it, then push yourself. It's nothing if you fail. I mean, failure will determine your success. Failure is definitely going to determine how sweet the success is when it comes. So push yourself out there. Do not talk down on yourself because anything you say, words have influence over us. So don't talk down on yourself. Do not say that your dreams are not going to happen. In fact, if they don't even scare you, are they even that big enough? So do not get in your way. Stop procrastinating. I do that a lot of the times. And when I do, I speak to my parents. My father do get me out of that. So push yourself to do. I can remember some things that I dreamt of doing back then, and some I have done them and they were amazing. They turned out to be even amazingly that I have even imagined. So put yourself out there, do what you know that you need to do as long as it aligns with your religion and you as a person. Number 5, ensure that you make your bed, sweep your room, like tidy up your space. I have been doing this now ever since we have been in this new year. And if I tell you that that has made me be more energetic, I am not even kidding. I have been more energetic. I find my way through, like, I find my way doing content more than I could do. I have been shooting a lot of content, and that comes down to because whenever I see how clean my room is, I just feel like, oh, it's maybe I should record something. Maybe I should do something. So yeah, it has been pushing me to like have a beautiful start of the day and to also feel like everything is organized. So make sure you make your bed and tidy up your space. Number 6 is to eat clean. What you put in your body is what is definitely going to come out of the body. Now, in as much as we want to blame genetics for almost everything that we do, but genetics is only half of it. And genetics is not even going to do that much. You need to take care of yourself. Start from inside out. It has to be within you. What you eat is what you see. Learn to eat at home because that will make you limit the unwanted and unnecessary things that you ingest into your body. When people cook outside, you don't know how the hygiene level is. When they cook it, you don't know what is happening behind the doors. They just serve you the food. So when you eat home, you're limiting the intake of negative things that you have been ingesting in your body. So number 7 is to go out. I'm kind of an introverted person and a bit extroverted. I'm a bit extroverted to the people that I love or to the people that I've known for a while. But if not, apart from that, I'm mostly introverted person, like ambivert, right? But I told myself that I need to go out more this year. It doesn't even have to be with anybody. Go out to yourself, socialize with humans, speak to people. That will take off your mind on a lot of idleness, and you also get to have more knowledge from people. Number 8 is to prioritize your self-care. Now, all of these things that I'm talking about are self-care, but then prioritize it more. Prioritize all of those things. Do your skincare, do your hair care, your oral hygiene, your feminine hygiene. Take everything to the next level. Prioritize them. Take it as important as they are, because they are. Take it as important as they can be, because they should be, because that is what is going to determine your health generally. So prioritize your self-care, and that self-care can be your mental health, your emotional health, your financial health. All are in self-care. Prioritize them. Now, number 9 is to let fresh air into the room. When you wake up in the morning, do your fajr after zikr and everything. By 7 a.m., you'd want to open your curtains, open your window, and let fresh air come. It's like that morning sun that contains vitamin D penetrating through your windows, coming into your room. Like, it's putting some surge of energy in the body. That's what it has been doing for me. Try it and you are definitely going to love it. Number 10 is to leave that friendship, relationship, or situationship that don't benefit you. Like, even Islamically, we were told that if a relationship or if any situationship that you are with a person, if a friendship or any situationship that you are in with a human doesn't benefit you, leave it. It's gonna drag you down. It is definitely gonna drag you down. And according to physics, I don't know even what law is that, but the environment that you keep yourself in, one day, one time, it's definitely going to drag you to what they are. I don't know if I'm making sense, but if it's not beneficial, leave the friendship, leave the relationship, or whatever situation. Stop letting people bring you down with them. Find your way and move forward. Always look ahead and move forward. So if that relationship is not working, it's high time you ditch it, sis. Just leave. Leave. It's never ever going to work. Just go. Number 11, you should unfollow or unsubscribe to those accounts that doesn't help you anymore. Internet decluttering. All those accounts that you've been following that filled up the places for you to follow accounts that are definitely going to help you, unfollow them, unsubscribe them. Even if I'm the one, even if it's my account, unfollow me, unsubscribe from me if I am not putting any value to you. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. If it's not helping, Just go. Number 12 is, okay, this one I'm also saying it to myself, not to only you guys. Are just listening to music. I know this is something that you cannot just say stop at all and just stop it at once. Yeah, it has to be something you drag with, it drag you back, you drag with, it drags you back. But make sure that you limit the intake of music. I love music. I used to love music. I used to sleep with music. And when people come and say, oh, I sleep with music, or I get this dream about hellfire from my ears, I've never had that dream. I'm not even gonna lie. I have never ever in my life had that horrible dream. But God has put me in a place that I know that I needed to stop. And I've been listening to the Quran even more and more and more. Like all this replay that we had last year, December, on our Apple Music and Spotify, I was really happy when I was asked to show my replay. And most of the months I have been listening to the Quran. And do I need to tell you that I have memorized a lot of surahs from that? Really, it's impressive how you can listen to things and just memorize them. But when we're little, we think that we cannot memorize the Quran because it's too much and whatnot. But then it's so easy and it's so simple. If you haven't memorized it, this is a way for you to memorize. If you have already memorized it, this is a way for you to re-memorize it. So sometimes it's not only about also listening to the Quran. You can also listen to lectures online. And there are a lot of podcasts that will also help your life. I haven't started listening to podcasts yet, but in this year, I'm hoping that I will get through and get some Islamic podcasts that are definitely going to help my life in my life decisions. So number 13 is have value for your money. Whether it comes to your equipment, whether it comes to items, whether it comes to skincare, whether it comes to body care, whether it comes to anything, what we have been doing, what my generation people have been doing, or should I say Gen Z because I'm a millennial, is overconsumption. I have been seeing this all over the internet and it's bad. You see a person buy a mug, 100 different mugs in the same color. You see a person has a very huge wardrobe of skincare and body care. I love skincare, I love body care, but that is overconsumption. I understand if you're a person that the brand do sell, that brand do send all of those products for you to review and help tell people about the product, it's reasonable. But for you to buy all of those products and, dump it in somewhere and then you make people feel like they really need to get all of those products, that is overconsumption. And you as the person consuming that content, I want to tell you this today. Open your ears. That is overconsumption and extravagancy. Do not waste your money. This is why I hardly jump on any hype product to just waste my money and buy. I need to make sure that number one, I need to go into reality check. And how do I do that reality check to myself is I ask myself, Miriam, do you need this? It's a matter of need and want first. Do you need this? I try as much as possible to tell myself the truth. Okay, yes, I need it. Or no, you don't need it, you just want it. How is it going to help you? I keep asking myself this. The next question I ask myself is there any other product that can compensate for that one that is less expensive than that one? Or will you buy the less expensive one and at the end of the day, it comes down to you need the expensive one? Because if at last I still need that one, then that is when I'm going to purchase it. But if at last there's some product else that can compensate for that, I'm not going to buy that one. So make sure that you do not spend your money on social media influence. Number 14 is be disciplined. I know it is difficult, but you need to put in the work. The question that I've asked initially at first is ask yourself, will my future self be happy with the decision that I'm making right now? In a year to come, in 2 years to come, will I be excited about the choices that I'm making right now? If you're not, then get your ass up, work it out, be disciplined. Discipline and consistency are what makes people great, not motivation. Okay, not motivation, but discipline. So be disciplined. I know it's difficult, but let's all be disciplined. Number 15 is journaling. Like, this is a small word that sounds very basic. Journaling, just write, but it is important. Sometimes we have a lot in our mind, and it turns out that whenever I write something down, I feel more light about it. I feel more open to other things. But when there's a lot of things that I cannot discuss with other people and I didn't write it down, I feel all boxed up, like things are just too much to handle. So journal, write, and those writing will help you to plan ahead. So write. You can do physical journaling if you're If you have an iPad, you can, or any tablet, you can use your iPad with your pen and journal. Or if you have a phone, you can journal in your notes. It doesn't need to be expensive. You don't need anything out of the box. Now, number 16 is to reset monthly and weekly. Resetting weekly is when you change your bed sheets, check on your laundries that you need to take out, check on curtains, check on other things that you've used in the room probably and scattered your skincare around. Put everything back in place every week. Make sure every Saturday or Sunday, put everything back in its initial place. Make sure that maybe every week you wash your makeup brushes. If you're a content creator, monthly you plan your content. If you're not a content creator, make sure that monthly you plan how that month is definitely going to be. And also you can also plan weekly how the week is going to be. Now, having put things right in the place help you achieve an organized space, an organized mind, a focused mind, and then you're going to know what are your schedules and what are not supposed to be in your schedules, instead of just randomly waking up to just do things. That way you cannot track time and you cannot track your activities, and it's poor. So this is what you need to do in 2025. Don't be like that. Don't be like your old self. So number 17 is to limit social media consumption. This is something that I've been battling with from ending of 2024. I can reason because I have been through a lot. I'm in a space that I don't know what to create. I don't want to create. So I have been consuming a lot of social media content, and some of them are even bad. You will be scrolling through TikTok or Instagram for 2-3 hours without even knowing that time is passing. That is overconsumption. So this is why putting things, journaling things, writing down things, planning your things are important, because you know that, this time I'm supposed to, by 3 p.m. I'm supposed to stand up and do something else. By 4 p.m. I'm supposed to do this and that. That will help you not to overconsume content on social media. Being on your phone, screen time to be 12 hours of screen time. Why? It's unhealthy. Number 18 is to sleep early, at least from 9 to 10 p.m. That will help you stay on track with your routine. I know we are night owls, we love to do things at night, but make sure that you sleep. You get that 8 hours of sleep. Prioritize your sleep and prioritize sleeping early, because that will help you wake up early. So number 19 is a motivation. Don't give up. Okay? Whenever you feel it's hard, you can rest, but don't give up. Even when you're working out, you start to work out and you feel like you cannot do it, 2 days, 3 days, you take off. Come back after that. Don't feel like, everything is just lost. Let me just continue with my nonchalant attitude. No, do never ever give up on yourself. You started skincare and you've dropped it, and you'll be like, I've dropped it now. I don't need to continue. No, come back again, continue. Never ever give up on yourself. Tell yourself that you cannot give up on yourself, because when you give up on yourself, other people will give up on you. So tell yourself to never ever give up on yourself. When I started content creation at initial stage, nobody believed in me. My parents never stopped me, but they were like, I'm just kind of a crazy person living in this Gen Z world, and I'm doing my Gen Z things. But right now, because I trusted myself, I never gave up on myself. Even right now, they're supporting me with everything that they have. So never ever give up on yourself. When you start, it might not be a smooth riding. It can never ever be a smooth sailing. Other things will come up, challenges will come up. Just don't ever give up on yourself. Tell yourself that you can never ever give up on yourself unless it's the day that you die. But do not ever give up on yourself and your dreams. Number 20 is to learn how to say no. Easier when you're saying it right now than when you're trying to say no to a person. But this is something that I've struggled with. At some point, I don't think I struggle with, but at some point, I do struggle with. So learn to say no at the first instance, or anybody an explanation, because you've said no. It's your choice and you've made your decision. So learn to say no and avoid being a people pleaser. You're always trying to please those people that do not really even care about you. So learn to say no, baby girl. Put yourself first. Number 21 is to try new things like exercises, games, sports. Try new hobbies, try new things. Be outside the box. Don't just be in your element. Go outside, do other things, try new things. Don't keep to the only things that you know. Trying new things will help you get more knowledge, other knowledge that you don't think that they are available. Trying new things will make you access other knowledge. So try new things, try new hobbies, new games, Try a lot of things. You're still in the year to bubble, so try new things. Don't limit yourself. As long as it's not going to hurt anybody, try new things. I think we're number 22. Be your first supporter. It's always you for you. Nobody's ever going to clap for you first unless you clap for yourself first. Nobody's ever going to believe in your dreams unless you believe in those dreams yourself. So be your number one biggest fan and your number one biggest supporter. Number 23, we have cycle syncing. This is when how your cycle and affects your mood and also affect your everything. Most of the time when I'm in my first stages of my cycle, I find that I really don't like to move. I don't like to do anything heavy. I don't like to do anything that contains me having to put a lot of strength. I know it doesn't happen to only me, it happens to most of us. So whenever you are in that situation, just meditate, just sit down on your exercise mat, stretch out, meditate, keep calm, monitor your breathing, in and out. You don't have to work out on those days, because as ladies, you need to be aware of that. On those few first days, we don't like it when you have to do things that contains you having to put a lot of stress. So what this means is before your cycle comes, before you start the red, work out as much as you can, sweat it out as much as you can, and when it comes, you should stretch, meditate, do some few movement of yoga. Nothing that will make you to stand up or jump or take a lot of strength. Just stretch your muscles and be in the element, be good, be calming, and be gentle with yourself. So at 24, we have always plan your days beforehand. It helps you know what to do, at what time to do it, and instead of just randomly doing things. Like I've said, whenever I found myself just randomly doing things, I don't keep track of time or track of my activities. Everything's just all over the place. So make sure that each day you wake up, as you plan monthly, make sure that you go and plan sub-monthly, and then you can also plan daily after that. Okay, this week on Monday, I have to do this and that. So come down and break that Monday into what you need to do by time of the day. I need to do this and I need to do that. Whenever I try to do that, I find that my days are enough. When you see people complain about 24 hours not being enough for them to do what they want to do, is only because they don't plan. I used to be among those people, and I think that 24 hours is not enough to do things. It's a lie. God created everything without any mistake. 24 hours is enough for you to do the humanly possible things that you're supposed to do. So make sure that you plan your day ahead to be able to get the best out of that 24 hours out of it. And last, and definitely not the least, is to always look put together. That's something that I have been struggling with last year or last 2 years or forever. If it's not any occasion, I just find it difficult to look kept together. And how would you help yourself to be kept together is by putting all your self-care first. Do you get, like, your hair care after every 2 weeks, a hair treatment at the end of the month, your skincare as early as you wake up? Do you get? Already set everything right in place. This will all help you look put together. But if these things are not aligned, you just wake up and you do things randomly, you will never ever be kept together. You look the worst. And this is what you're trying to avoid in 2025. The girls need to be like girls. You need to be in all your feminine energy. You need to look put together. And that's part of being a feminine woman. That's part of being a feminine person. So I hope with these things that I've said to help you guys achieve the best 2025 yet. Thank you guys for watching. See you on another upload. Bye.